Hello, this is Will from TraderWallStreet.blogspot.com. I'm here to do a trade review for a Nike trade I was in today. So first of all, I want to take a look at the bigger picture. And as you can see here on the daily chart, this is as of yesterday, so I did not include today's data. But you notice that there is a really nice level right across here. And if you look at the weekly chart, you can't see today this week, but it also looks very nice. So with that level in mind, here's today's action. Let me go to the trade. So let me just expand it all the way. Let's just go here first. Okay, so this is the beginning of the day. It briefly peaked up and through this level I had, and it started to pull back. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, it had a nice string of up days. Maybe it's just gonna pull back, and maybe another day will give me another opportunity to hit above this level. So I kind of let it go and started watching, and here is when I started to get pretty interested. It's a really nice V-shaped pattern, and it's retesting this level. So now I'm thinking a couple things can happen, or can happen. It can either break through this level and through the intraday high and continue trading higher from here, or what else could happen is it could pull back, maybe test the EMAs, and form a little bit of a cup pattern, cup and handle pattern. So I was kind of prepared to do both, or prepared for whatever would happen. So I was in my mind, I was thinking that it is a possibility. So as it goes, starts to pull back, and here I'm thinking, all right, here's the moving averages, here's the beginning of a 3-bar pullback, and potentially this could be the handle. So I decided that I wanted to get in here for a feeler position. But then after I did this and it did this, and basically this triggered me to get in long, to getting on to a full position, and with my stop right below this area. And I thought, okay, it's ready to go, and my plan was to add through these highs, but it immediately failed. So at this point, I was stopped out, and I kind of said, okay, maybe it's not going to work and it's going to fail again, but I didn't want to completely ignore it. Then I started to notice this pulling back some more, started to get another green candle, started to trade sideways a bit, and I'm thinking now this might be a potential chance. How does it look on the 15-minute chart? Well, here it's basically a 3-bar pullback right into the moving average. So based off of this information, I decided, okay, let me try this feeler again. And if it breaks above, basically breaks above this candle, or this area here, then I would get into a full position. So fast forward, and it's sort of tested but not really, and here this is officially it broke. So at this point I'm in a full position. Now I'm thinking, yeah, this is definitely a possibility of a cup and handle now, and my stop would be kind of below 65.60. Then as it started to trade higher and kind of paused here, I started to notice that there's a little bit of a, let me get rid of this line, but a little bit of a level here. But basically this looks to me like a kind of like a sideways cup and handle. So I started to pay closer attention. And when it started to consolidate right at this potential downtrend line, this is when I was like, okay, then the neckline, the cup line is here. It may not be across. So once it kind of peeked through there, I got into my full position. Now I was in my full position. I was in my full position here, but now I'm in my max position because I added size. So it started to go, and finally it broke through this level, and I at this point I knew it was gonna work. So the next thing I did was I took the measure move of this cup and handle and just moved it there, and that gave me a measured move about 66.55 or so. Oh, and remember, look, all I did was take the peak of this to the base of this, and I drew that out. And after it broke above there, guess where it went? Pretty much right to that measure level, which I ended up selling some, and then started to pull back. At this point, I was kind of looking at this high as a place where I didn't really want it to trade below it. But once I noticed that it was able to hold above these areas, and especially this little pivot pullback area here, this was when I got rid of some more. And when it breached down to this previous level, I decided to just get out of the rest of my trade. And it pretty much didn't do anything for the rest of the day, but it still looks good for a potential swing since it's above this weekly level. But for me, I just really wanted to only day trade this stock. But it was a pretty nice looking cup and handle. I was able to get my entire measure move, take profits into strength, and I was stopped out at the rest of my stuff. But felt like this was a really nice trade, very clean. I was prepared for this trade. I got in the feeler, I got into a full, and I was able to add max size and take profits at my measured target. So there's not much more to be said about this trade except it felt nice doing it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.